So we have seen an unprecedented death of DeFi in the last few days, and it was somewhat known to most of the people that DeFi would not survive for such long because most of the projects that were coming out just had 1% to 2% of supply that they were starting with. And as we all know that if supply increases and there's not much demand, then we will see a depreciation of its price. So that's exactly what has happened in the DeFi space in the last few days. Most of the projects with 1%, 2% supply have nearly died out, with few of them like so Geek, as I remember, had just 1% supply when it started out, and now we have seen a 88% drop in the last 2 months, which is very bad basically. So coming to other yield farming coins, as we all know, all the yield farming coins had a supply of 0% on the day of launch, and they in the initial days they were performing very good because of the very limited supply that they were doing. And now as the supply is increasing and there's not much demand, so they have dropped sharply. If you see curve, $9 to 70 cents, sushi swap was at $11 and now under a dollar. Other than swerve, $8 now under a dollar again. Swerve, it was at $8.36, now under a dollar also, and so on and so forth. There are many of these projects. Now, from these projects, I still believe there are a few projects that will be performing well in the long term because of their supply. Now, all the yield farming coins, I do not expect them to perform very well in the long term as their supply would be increasing, and as we have seen that there's a drop in the yield farming interest of the people as the yields have dropped sharply. Therefore, I do not expect them to do well long term as compared to some of the legit projects that we all know like Ethereum. Even though it's down by almost 30%, Maker, they all of them have a good level of supply in the market. If we see, Geek had a supply of 1% on its initial day, now it's 4% almost. If we see, let's see Synthetics. SNX is a good project which started synthetics tokens, and it has a total locked value of almost $700 million, which is even more than its market cap. That's why I expect it to do really well. And circulation supply is also over 60%. If we see a few of the other good projects that if we see, let's see Ren. Ren has over 80% of circulating supply. So if the circulating supply is going up slowly and in comparison to the demand which is going sharply up for all these major DeFi players, we will see a growth in the price in the next bull run and until the next bull run also. So that's why I am bullish on these projects and not so bullish on the projects which have just 1% of circulating supply. Let's see what we can see. If we see Aave, so Aave has a market cap and TVL ratio, which is the total value logged. Total value logged is $1.3 billion and market cap is only $666 million, which is about double of its market cap, the total value logged. And if we see the circulating supply, it's almost 80 to 90% circulating supply already in the market, and still it has been performing quite well. If we see Aave is down 40%, but in the next all season I expect it to rebound, which won't be the case with other small DeFi players, which were, in my terms, just frothware. So guys, that's why I always say to always check the token metrics. Token metrics are the most essential part of a project. And if you print an unlimited supply of a currency, it it's bound to be depreciated in the long and as well as the short term. We are seeing with all the currencies of Venezuela, Zimbabwe, and now we are seeing it with also US dollars and Japanese yen. So that's why please keep a check on the circulating supply of the currency. Also, talking about the charts, BTC looks kind of bullish. I am expecting a run to 11,400 range in the next few days. And if we see gold, gold broke down, did a retest, went to the demand zone, bounced back, again retested the resistance, and now is slowly coming back for another retest. So let's see how it goes in this volatile market in the times of US presidential election. In the next video, I'll be telling you guys about my secret coin that I have been buying slowly, and I expect it to do a really good job. So if I tell about that coin, that it's a Ethereum on Ethereum, and it's building an ecosystem on Ethereum, but factoring out all the factoring out the unlimited supply of Ethereum, which hinders its price right now. So, and it's by a guy who was the initial developers of Ethereum. So it's a very it's a very interesting project. Also a long-term project. So risk is high, but reward could be high also. So see you in the next video. Till the time, please do share, like, subscribe my videos. It really helps me in the algorithm. And slowly I will be providing you with more good projects